Hey everyone, I just finished watching Us. You know, the movie from 2019. Oh boy, it is a good movie with a ton of problems. Like, for real. Alright, so let me not tear into this movie, but let me state what's wrong with this movie. So first, let me give you a short synopsis. Basically, a family of four moves to a beachside, like a condo, a summer house, for the summer, you know. And first of all, the movie opens up. Spoilers, obviously. The movie opens up with like it opens up with a flashback, and in the flashback, it's this little girl who goes to that same beach area, beach, like there's this like what is it called, a fair at the beach, like you know, and she goes to like her dad is playing this game where you throw a ball at bottles and then you win stuff. She gets Michael Jackson's Thriller shirt, and the parents go off and they're talking, and then the mom's like, "Oh, you better not take your eye off of our girl." And the dad's like, "All right, I won't." He goes to do something else, and obviously the girl leaves, and she goes to this like dystopian area of the beach, and there's this one guy who's holding this board that says Jeremiah 11:11, which I know it's probably like a verse from the Bible, but I don't exactly know which one it is. Let me look for it while I keep talking. So she goes to that area of the beach, and there's this little house, this little like opening where it says "Find Yourself," and you can go into it. It's like a mirror maze. You know, the one from It Chapter 2. I got Uh-Oh vibes from that, because like it's like some of the same from It Chapter 2. Okay, Jeremiah 11:11. Here's what it's okay. What is Jeremiah 11:11 exactly? From the King James Bible it reads, "Therefore thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape, and thou shalt cry though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them." I don't know what that means, but that's what it says. Anyways, okay. I don't know why I did that. People who know what that means, you probably are getting a lot of things in your mind right now. So basically, she goes into that mirror maze. It's really scary. And then she wanders off into like this little area. And then she finds herself. Basically, like an exact copy of herself. The copy turns around and she looks all shocked. And then it cuts to the family driving to their beach house. It's pretty typical family, I gotta say, like, very believable, like an actual family. Okay, so, as the movie progresses, as they're in that house, eventually the other family, arrives, and breaks into their house, which is technically their house as well, if you think about it. They go in, they hold them hostage, they hold themselves hostage. First of all, I gotta say, like, I don't know how they were able to get an exact replica. I don't know how they were able to copy the actors and put them in the same room as... I'm not stupid. I know that you can probably do that, like, with simple camera and editing and, like, you know, CGI. Not CGI, but, like, some sort of editing. But that's really cool. And I must say, this movie has one of the most interesting plots I've heard in a long time. But there's something that I hate about this and movies that quote-unquote redefine the horror genre. They don't take themselves seriously. I hate when movies do this. I hate when horror movies do this. This movie almost feels like a comedy. It's not like a horror movie. It's like a horror comedy. Which I know is probably what... Maybe that's what the director was going for. But if you're trying to make a movie that redefines the horror genre... Take it seriously. Like, I know I bring this movie up a lot, but Hereditary is a godlike horror movie. It is a titan in the horror genre, and it absolutely blew everyone away, including myself, because it is so well structured. It takes itself seriously. There is no jokes, there is no room for breaks, because it is one of the most realistic horror movies I have ever seen in my whole life, and the scariest. What this movie does, it decides to make Home Alone references, and F the Police, and the Beach Boys. I'm not saying a horror movie should not have comedy, like comedy enough to break up all the tension and all the horror and just, make the audience laugh. But I felt like I was watching a horror comedy at some times. Like, this could easily have been made into a comedy, and it could have been called Us. It could have had the same premise, and you could make it into a comedy, and like it works as a comedy. It works more as a comedy than a horror movie. Like, I know, like, the premise of being held hostage by yourself and being attacked by yourself and not knowing what to do because basically you're fighting yourself, that is a very interesting premise. But don't reference Home Alone and play F the Police. What are you doing? And then, like, they have a bunch of friends that went to the condo with them, and apparently they also have duplicates of themselves. Honestly, I found the duplicates of, like, the main villains, who I'm guessing are the main characters' duplicates. I found the duplicates of, like, all the other characters, their friends. I found them more scary than the duplicates of the actual main family. Why? Because they acted scary. Like, the twins, those were terrifying. They were actually scary. I will say the main family, the main duplicate family, and the main characters as well did a good job of acting. They all were very believable. I must say that was extremely, like, good acting. I will say that is good. But, like, come on, man. Like, God, I do hate movies. Well, I don't hate them, but it makes me so sad when movies don't take themselves seriously. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyways, so eventually they make it to the, oh, and also, no, never mind. So eventually they decide to leave their home, and since they got attacked by their friends' duplicates in their house, where they were blasting Beach Boys and F the Police, and referencing Home Alone, they decide to leave, and they decide to fuck off to the condo, not the condo, but like the beach area, the fair, and they realize that, well, prior to that, they saw in the news that apparently everyone in that beach area has a duplicate, and the duplicates are killing everyone. They're killing themselves, they're killing everyone they can get their hands on. Yeah, like, basically everyone. Also, I love that the duplicates are basically the same, but have this distinctly different feature to themselves that, like, makes them unique and makes them scary looking. Like, the mom has really roughed up hair and a creepy face. The sister was the scariest one, in my opinion. Like, she was scary. What is it? I forgot. The dad... Okay, here's another thing I need to say. Sometimes, like, the duplicates can act a little goofy. They can act a little funny, and I try to not laugh because it's a horror movie and I'm supposed to be scared. But, like, sometimes they just act way too goofy. It's so funny. You're not supposed to be funny. It's a horror movie. But I must say that they did a good job. The child being, like, the kid with the mask being, like, the family pet is a bit cute and a little scary, but also, like, funny at the same time, because, like, it's literally a kid running on all fours like a dog. So they make it to the fair. Everyone is, like, so, like, at the beginning of the movie, there was, like, this Hold Hands charity thing going on, like an ad for, like, a Hold Hands charity thing, and like, it's to, like, raise money for something, I forgot. And they find out that the duplicates are also doing that. They're holding hands across like the whole sea, stretching into the ocean, going out the other end. And they find, and eventually the duplicate mom kidnaps the real family's kid, the masked kid. And the real mom follows the fake mom, or the us mom, or the duplicate mom, into the exact same like place where she went as a kid, and she saw her duplicate. And she goes down into this cellar that's full of rabbits. I honestly don't know what the significance of the bunnies are. They are pretty cute, but I don't know what they're supposed to mean. I don't know what they're supposed to mean, honestly. And so she goes, and the other two stay in the car because, you know, the dad's leg is all screwed up. And they go down into the basement. She goes down into the basement. And she eventually finds the duplicate mom at a chalkboard in like this classroom setting where all the bunnies were in cages at the beginning of the movie, but now they're out and they're all scrambled down the hallway. And then the duplicate mom starts going on, and she starts explaining that basically when the mom was a child and she was up in the fair, basically underground in that area, there was like all the duplicates that come up, they're basically down there, and they're doing everything that the real people are doing up there, but like in a more disjointed and disgruntled way, you know, like whenever the real mom looks behind her shoulder casually, the duplicate mom looks behind her shoulder in like this paranoid manner, like scared and all that. And the duplicate mom explains how they've had such a horrible life down there, and how the real counterparts, the real family, have had such a great life, and how they're jealous of them. And they say it's time for us to have the life we want. That's basically what she says. Not exactly, but basically. And then the mom remembers how she used to dance, and basically we see that the girl, when the mom was a child, she would like to dance, and the duplicate child version of the mom would also dance in front of all the other duplicates, and they kind of worshipped her. And like she was almost like an inspiration for them to go out and get freedom from that little place that they're in down there. And the mom and the duplicate mom have one final showdown where the duplicate mom is dancing the same way the real mom used to dance. And eventually they all do kill their counterparts. They all do kill them. And then we get a plot twist. Ooh. Plot twist. Basically, the duplicate child mom basically choked the real girl unconscious, who is also the mom in present day, and took her down into that little cellar where the duplicate mom got killed in the present. But in the past, basically she swapped herself with the real mom, with the real child, took her t-shirt and everything, and went back up to her parents, making it look like they were the real, like making it look like she was their actual daughter, when in reality she was the duplicate mom. And we can see in reality the duplicate mom is actually the real daughter, and the real mom is actually the duplicate daughter. So basically she killed herself, and she is now the bad version. Wow, that was awful to explain. That was really bad to explain. But yeah, overall the movie is good, but it does not take itself seriously, which is something that I dislike in horror movies. Anyway, guys, that is my review of what is it? That is my review of Us. Good movie, although it could be a little more serious. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.